All right, there we go. All right, then. So we got another episode of This Is America. Thank you, everybody who's listening out there. I appreciate you. Go ahead, like, subscribe, whatever platform that you're on right now. If you're on YouTube, I hope you're liking the video. And yeah, let's get it. So we got another guest. What's up, Oshi? What's the name, man?
Kayla.
All right, for sure. So, I mean, we don't know each other for a little bit, right? You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I hate working a 9-to-5 job. That shit is ass.
Yeah.
Like,
Terrible.
that shit is terrible. I don't understand why this shit is something that we have to do. And when it comes to the monotony of everything and thinking about, okay, like, you gotta wake up, spend your whole day out on this shit just to go back home, try to get some food, sleep, and then do that shit over again. Like,
You blink, you back.
exactly, you fucking back. Like, that's ridiculous as hell, man. I don't understand this shit. You feel me?
It's crazy. I can't even think about it too much because I'm like, I'm gonna fuck myself up. Can we cuss on here?
Yeah, you can cuss out here,
Okay.
man. You can cuss out here, man.
Alright.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand this shit. Like, who invented this shit? This fucking capitalism. Like,
Bruh, I wouldn't do it personally, but like, I wish I was on the other end of that shit. Like, they eat.
I think that's why a lot of people dream about being rich. You know what I'm saying? Because that just kind of gets you out of that loop
Right.
that everybody's kind of stuck in right now. You know? I don't know about you, but I would really want a lot of money.
I mean, I don't need a lot. I don't want to be struggling. I don't want to work. Like, you know, you go get your groceries. Like, I don't want to have to think about how much my groceries is. You feel me?
Okay, I
Like,
feel that.
I'm filling up the cart. It don't matter. Like, but I don't gotta be on a yacht.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be chilling.
See, I feel that. I mean, that's just really like not having any worries.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody doesn't want to have to worry about something,
Right.
about bills and a lot of things like that. Like, that just puts stress on you. And who the fuck wants stress? Like,
I mean, it's a different kind of stress with money, but it's gotta be better than this.
exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, I see a lot of people going in and out, and it's like, yo, like, for example, I know that there are people who are out there who are older, and it's like, okay, cool, like, this is something that I have to do. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, this is where the path of my life took me. You feel me? But I don't want that to be me.
Right.
And that's no slight to anybody who is doing that shit.
For sure.
But it's like, yo, like, I just want to learn from other people.
Yeah.
You feel me? And the people that are in those positions right now, they don't look like they're happy.
They're not.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just, happiness is so important to me. Like,
Right.
I guess it's relative, but at the same time, I can't see myself being happy and stressing, right? Other than money. Give me 3 things that would have to be in your happy place.
Family. For
Okay.
Sure. My dog.
Okay.
And some weed.
Hey, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so honestly, I feel like everybody gets the weed, but like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I gotta be careful how I tread this topic. But at the same time, it's like, bro, like, I really wish that it was legalized here.
Yeah. I mean, we know why it's not. It's for the community. Come on
Yeah.
now. It's not looking like it's moving forward. So if it's one more thing they could do to hold us down, I think it's gonna be done. So
Yeah, man. When it comes to, like you were saying, them bringing us down, right? Talking about the community and everything like that, right?
right.
I don't understand what was the point. I mean, I do on one hand, but at the same time, like, I don't understand. Because it's like, yo, like, if everybody could just be peaceful, what's the problem?
Right. But
You know what I'm
everybody can't. Some people just don't got it in them. I can't even like fathom that, having that mindset.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, for sure, some people are born different. Everybody's born different, for real. But if we could all just be in harmony,
Right.
like, low key, like, look at this shit around us. Like, whenever I look at around me sometimes, I just think about all the pollution and all the other shit that's going on. You feel me?
Right.
And I just be thinking, like, damn, like, everything could be so much better.
I mean, I just saw this thing. It was like the 10th president of the United States. I don't know who he is. I don't know his name. But his grandson, just his grandson, like his son's son, is alive today.
Are you serious?
Yes, like that's how young the United States is.
Damn.
Like, yeah.
Damn.
So we not that far off from what was happening. So it's not crazy to me that this stuff is still happening. I mean, that's your grandpa.
Yeah.
Like that's not your great uncle that was the president of the United States. That's your grandfather. So.
Bro, what? I couldn't even fucking imagine that. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right.
Like, the 10th. That's fucking.
We're on 45, 46.
Damn, you right.
46, I think.
Something like that.
I don't even know, bro.
But goddamn, I never really thought about it like that. So you're right. Like that really puts in perspective how young we are.
Right.
Like you said. You know what I'm saying?
So that mindset is still gonna be there for a while at least.
So that's why I think that racists are still gonna be around for a minute. I mean, honestly, like
forever.
Yeah. People have their biases for sure. I don't understand it, but obviously I'm not them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I never want to criticize somebody for having their preference or whatever, but at the same time, you shouldn't be treating somebody else differently because of your preferences.
You could think what you want, but don't disrespect nobody.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, why are we even going down that road?
Right.
You feel me? It's a mindset that's been kind of cradled, you feel me, by the people around you, by your environment, by your parents, whatever, to where you're thinking now that this is okay.
It's just entitlement at that point, really.
Exactly. And so that's where I kind of had to draw the line, where it's like, okay, cool, like, you have your own different views, and I can respect that, even though I might not agree with it, but at the same time, like, now you hold interrupting somebody else's life. Right.
You still got to play your role in society, regardless.
Exactly. And I feel like if everybody just played their role, shit would be fine. Like,
it would be smooth.
You feel me? Like, I watched this TikTok one time, and they were talking about how everybody should be a cog in the machine, right? And it was a parody on things, but that's kind of how society works. You feel me? Like, everybody's a cog. Like, you know, you're a wheel and you're moving, and if you don't be moving how everybody else is moving, then it kind of disrupts the system.
Right, and it disrupts it for you as well. Like, you're still on that system. Yeah. And you cutting another wheel loose. Everybody's getting fucked over, even yourself.
Exactly. I feel like that's why we get into the cycle that we get stuck in, where everybody wants to advocate for change along these lines, etc., and like, we want to look for a quote-unquote revolution, but at the same time, nobody wants to be uncomfortable. Right. Because if you disrupt that system, now you're uncomfortable, because now the system either has to recalibrate, right, to be better, or the few pieces that are moving out of whack gotta either get out of here or start moving right. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like people don't understand, like, that uncomfortable stage. If we're advocating for ourselves that we want change and stuff, are we ready to be in that position? Like, it's gonna be uncomfortable. It's like going from broke to rich real quick. You're gonna be like, I don't know what the fuck to do. All of a sudden you got power, you treated the same.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. And that's how you get into, like, for example, these rappers. That's the clearest example right now, you feel me? But, like, kids really, like, who are now getting millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it's like, now people are looking at them like, okay, you the man now, you feel me, you the woman now, like, all right, cool, like, what can you do for me? You feel me? And whenever you get just thrown just hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, it's like, all right, cool, like, what they was doing with chains and shit like that, like, I want to do too, you feel me? Not knowing that this is going to start turning you down a wrong path, you feel me? Especially people who are already in, like, gang life. Like, at that point, you haven't gotten out of that mentality. So now that shit just kind of funding for the gang.
You gotta be ready for that switch.
You gotta be ready.
We were talking about this before too, with all these rappers getting killed. Like, I understand wanting to go back to the hood and provide and everything, but you gotta know your role at the same time. Like, you gotta be ready for that change.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, from the outside looking in, I would assume you're not thinking about it whenever it's happening. Right. But when you look back on your life and you're like, oh shit, like, I ain't even mean to do that. You know what I'm saying? I could have really took left when I was taking right. You feel me? And so the people that was around me, I really didn't need to have them around me. It's hard to distinguish that in the moment. Right. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to people. Like, it's easy for people to conceal what they doing
Right.
or their motives.
Honestly, even us just saying this now, we could be rich in 2 years and not know what the fuck to do either. Like,
Facts.
you don't know if you're gonna think about it in the moment. So,
Facts, that's what I'm saying.
are you religious?
Am I religious?
Yeah.
I'm spiritual.
Okay, cool. Do you believe everything happens for a reason?
For sure.
If everything happens for a reason, and you know, a lot of like Christian people will say your life path is predetermined by God. I don't see like a path ahead of me, but like I think a lot of religious people, like, they see that path is already set in stone for them. They're just following through with it. If your life path is predetermined like that, like, is there just nothing you could do, basically? Like, because everything happens for a reason.
Are you a slave to fate?
Right.
When it comes to fate and being predestined, right, having a destiny, right, I feel like everybody who's born into this world has multiple different paths that they could go on. And as you go down one path, there are multiple different choices that you could go on. I don't believe in destiny, right? I believe that in one of the paths, you'll be able to get what you want, or at least what you're looking for, right? But there are a million other different paths where you don't get what you want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At least that's how I choose to live my life.
Right.
And that's the things that I choose to believe in. And some people really have to be in that mindset of like, there is a destiny for me. But I think the danger with that comes whenever you might have certain goals and aspirations, and you might feel like God has these things planned for you, and when they don't end up with how you thought they were going to end up at the end of your life, you get mad at God. And that's dangerous.
Right.
Because that's one, taking off responsibility and accountability of the bad choices or whatever choices that you made in your life. You feel me? And you're putting that onto like, I felt like I was supposed to do this. I felt like I was supposed to have this. Damn, this is my life now. I guess this is just what was meant to be.
Right. You end up in jail. You're like, all right.
Yeah,
This is
like,
what was meant for me. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Why are we accepting that? Don't accept shit like that when it comes to your life. Like, I truly believe that you can at least try to be whoever and whatever you want to be.
right.
And whether you get there or not is kind of based on what you in society does for you.
So do you picture like if this is you and this is all your life past? Is that how you picture it?
Yeah.
Okay. I can just imagine myself like, oh, you jump over here, then like a thing appears. You know what I mean? Like a little pedestal or something. You know what I mean?
Explain that.
You don't see like, oh, the path's going this way or it's going this way. It's just like wherever you choose to jump into whatever you see, that's where you're at next. And then you could just jump anywhere from that. Like, I don't see the past, oh, to get back to this path, I have to do this, this, and this, because, you know, this path's all the way over here. I just see, oh, okay, then just go over here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Huh, so is it kind of like different? Let me throw this concept at you. If it's like you make a path and then now you're on a different pedestal, right? And there's no actual path leading anywhere, but you
Right.
just made a choice and now you're here, right? Is it kind of like you are now in a different life?
I wouldn't say that. I think it's just the fact, like, you think something's so far away, but it's like, it's not. Like, you're there. There's infinite options. There's a bunch of nothingness or everything.
So just pick one.
Right.
Got you.
Whatever decision you have, it doesn't have to be a yes or no.
Okay. I got you. That's an interesting concept.
Yeah.
I never thought about it.
I was
like
thinking
that.
about it because, like, I don't really know if I think your life is predetermined or, like, because I don't know. I think everything happens for a reason, but then it's like cancer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. That was my, like, I don't want to say my issue, but, like, what prevents me from being religious, I feel like, is because if there's this being that's making everything happen for a reason, why is there bad stuff? Now, the universe, that's, like, in place of, like, what people would say God, I think I would say, like, the universe.
Okay.
Now, that's going to have good and bad. But people portray God as all this good, but there's murderers. So it doesn't, Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me, really.
So, like, if there was a being who was so worried about everybody's well-being, why is all this bad shit happening?
Right. But putting the universe in place, that makes it
Make
more
more sense.
understandable for me, yeah.
Got you. Because the universe doesn't have morals, right?
Right.
It's
It doesn't
just-
have a connection. I mean, it does have a connection to me, but it's not like the universe put me here. That's not how I look at it.
So do you feel like you can manipulate the universe?
I don't know. I think that's part of, like, is it predetermined? Like, can you change it? And I don't know the answer to that. Like, that's why I asked. I go back and forth all day. I don't know.
Got you.
Yeah.
And I ask that because, for example, when people talk about manifesting, right? And manifesting a future, or manifesting a husband, or manifesting a partner, you know what I'm saying, a car, whatever, right? A job. That's kind of manipulating the universe.
Yeah,
You feel me?
that's true. I mean, I've never tried manifesting. I don't know much about it. I don't know, like, I mean, if I see somebody on TikTok, like, I manifested this car for weeks and they got a new car, I'm not believing you. Like, I've never seen it with my own eyes. I don't know how it works. I don't know what they do.
Yeah.
Have you done it before?
I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm a pretty big, like, I wouldn't call it manifesting, but I would call it attracting.
Right.
I make it an effort to attract what I want. And honestly, I get that shit most of the time. It's not 100% for sure.
Right.
But most of the time, when I want something, I have it soon. For example, these two recorders, right? I was looking, I think in October or something along those lines, and I was like, yo, like, I really want to start a podcast. I've been talking about a podcast for about a year now, right? Dibbling, dabbling in it, researching it or whatever. But now I'm like, okay, cool. Now's the time to start it, right? So went ahead and started it and tried to do recording with phones, like iPhones. Fucking trash. Fucking horrible, man. Like, never do that shit again. Especially when you have multiple people. Like, it's different if it's just like you and another person, and like you got the phone and you holding it, and then you go to the, you know what I'm saying? But you got multiple people around and you just got iPhones sitting. No. Nah, bruh. That shit not sliding. So I was like, okay, cool. I want recorders, right? And I looked up and I was researching and I was like, yo, I don't know how much money this is. I saw it. I was gonna be like $200 per recorder. I said, fuck, I don't have $400. Like, I want two. I'm not gonna have multiple, like more than two, but I don't have $400 just laying around right now, right?
Sure.
So then the next month, end up getting one of these recorders as a gift, right? I was like, shit, all right, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Now I only got to spend one. I go home, and my family doesn't really give me money at all. Like, Christmas isn't really like a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course we celebrate it, whatever, but it's not extravagant like other people's might be. You feel me? And so, however, everybody for some reason just decided to give me like 20s, right? And I ended up with just enough to go ahead and buy the other recorder.
That's dope.
Right? That was the only shit I really got for Christmas, right? But that was enough to go ahead and get both these for free. To where I got this as a gift and I got this as a gift. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean by manifesting. To where I knew that I wanted something. I had an intent to get it my own. But I knew I wanted it, and I wanted it soon, and I didn't know where I was going to get it, but I was going to have it.
Right.
And I ended up having it a month and a half later. You get what I'm saying? For fucking free. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. That's how I would incorporate manifesting into my life, and that's how it honestly kind of pans out pretty consistently.
See, basically what I know about manifesting is just like people writing stuff down over and over, like crystals and stuff.
I
like,
fucking hate that.
Yeah, I don't
Vision boards and shit.
Right. I mean, it's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like manifesting to me. It kind of just seems like romanticizing it. Like a vision board, like, oh my God, look at this life I wish I had. I mean, you could think about it and go work and be like, let me work towards this, but
yeah,
I don't know.
That's different. I never thought about that, like romanticizing it. All right, so we're taking a break right now, but Thank everybody for tuning in, for joining. This is America. I really appreciate everybody listening. Subscribe. Come back. Check us out for some more episodes, for some more good conversations. And yeah. All right. What's up, y'all? We back in there. Back from the break. So, man, we over here talking about fucking TikTok, bro. Like, TikTok, like you said, TikTok is not fucking dancing no more.
It's not. Like, it's not Vine no more either.
Yeah.
Not that it ever was, but like,
bro, Vine was its own thing, no cap.
Vine was crazy. TikTok tried it, but it's like 3-minute videos on TikTok.
Exactly.
I mean,
which is crazy, right?
And I sit there and skip through the whole thing. Like, the whole point is we don't have the attention span anymore, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
how you feel about that?
It's one of those things. Like I'm saying, like I can't even think about it too deep.
For real.
Like, cause you just gonna start spiraling, bro. I'm not. It's like fuck it, we in this position. But
nah, that ass though.
It really does fuck up your like. I'm not sitting down and reading a book no more.
Which is wild.
Like
people really used to be on that type of shit. You
even
feel
a
me?
60-second TikTok, I'm like, all right, bro, like get to the meal. Like I don't want to see.
Say what's
no
the
more.
point?
Right? Like I don't know. We just be bored. Have to be on your phone while you on the TV and.
Nah, that ass though. Which is sad though.
It
you know what I'm saying? Like the fact
right.
that we can't even fucking pay attention to shit no more.
Right.
Like god damn. And I'm a part of that shit too, cause like I try not to stay on TikTok and social media that much. Honestly, I don't really be having time. But when I do, I be catching myself like, yo, I really did just like swipe through a bunch of these shit just because they didn't get to what I needed to get to at a point in time. You know what I'm saying?
And it makes sense though, like why we're so bored of it. Because I saw somebody say that it's just like an overload of information. It's like you watching somebody dog give birth, then you watching a little kid be funny, somebody dancing. Like it's so much going on. Obviously, when you walk into a normal store, you're gonna be like, "What? Nothing's going on."
Got
like,
you. I didn't even think about it.
Let me pull out my phone.
Yeah.
Because
the
internet is constant. Like real life is not like that.
And honestly, when you get bored, you can already like automatically feed yourself with something to entertain you.
Right.
Like you don't have to sit in that boredom.
I try that sometimes. Like I just go outside and just sit. Like,
for real?
Let me just. You don't need your mind flowing all the time. Like you gotta let it breathe sometimes. That's
facts though. That's facts. Which is, I need to do that more often. You know what I'm saying? Just like sitting and being alive.
Right. Just being present.
Just being present. Yeah. Because it's like, yo, I see myself and I know a lot of different people when you just get into the cycle of going. You feel me? You're going and you're doing this and you're doing that, etc., etc. You feel me? And there's no actual point of rest to where you just sit and you are okay and you're just present and you're there.
Right.
You feel me? You're relaxed. Like
not thinking about work the next day or
bruh.
Like
that shit is a fucking crime.
It's always something coming up.
Exactly.
Like, when is summer break? Like when is this shit gonna chill?
Exactly.
And it don't.
It don't.
Like next however many years, 60 years.
Exactly. And honestly, whenever you leave school, you really realize that being an adult is fucking trash. Like you said, when is summer break? Nigga, we don't get summer break no more. It's just days.
That's crazy.
Exactly.
People ask what day of the week it is. I'm like, I don't even care, bro. Like, it doesn't matter to me. I have to work anyway.
Exactly. Like, every day is the fucking same.
Right.
You feel me? I was over here and I was scrolling through TikTok, right? And back to TikTok. But I was scrolling through TikTok and I was seeing this one girl and she was talking about how your brain, whenever it's not stimulated with novel memories, right, novel experiences, then it starts to kind of blur everything together, right? It's not making new memories or making new pathways and synapses and etc. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so because of that, you start feeling like the whole day and the week is just blurring by. You feel me? Monday's here, and then the next time you wake up and you're like, oh shit, it's Thursday.
Right.
You feel me? It's because you're consistently doing the same thing. So where your brain is like, I don't need to fucking remember this.
Right.
We did this 3 days ago. You feel me? I'm trying to go ahead and try to start doing new things. But I don't have no fucking time.
Bruh, I feel you. And like, on my day off, I'll be trying to chill. I'll wake up, smoke, go back to sleep for like 3-4 hours, like trying to rest. But then you wake up, you're right back at work. So like, I'll just be waking up. Fuck it, it's 8 a.m. Let me do something. Like, I don't have to go to work. Let me do something. No matter what it is. Even if you're just sitting outside, like, you're doing something different that you didn't do yesterday.
You know what? I needed to be on that type of wave.
But
I need to be on
outside, like,
really?
not outside.
Like, yeah.
I know city girls outside, but like outside. I just love being outside, especially North Carolina weather. I don't know what it is, bro. I
really?
just sit outside, like, it's crazy.
But I mean, you come from New York, right?
Yeah.
So
you're not sitting outside, bro. Maybe at like in the summer after like 9 p.m. when the sun goes down, and it's like that good weather like this. But yeah, I don't know. Weather out here just hit different.
Really?
Yeah. The sky, like, sunsets be different.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you just gotta, like, I take pictures of the sky all the time. Like, anytime I see a sunset, I'm taking a picture. But I just try sometimes, like, don't take a picture. Like, just look at it. Like,
just be in the moment.
20 seconds you would have spent pulling out your camera, picture not gonna do it justice anyways. You're gonna take 10 of them and be like, bruh, the moon don't look like that right here. Like, just look at it.
Yeah. That's just being in the moment, man.
Right.
You feel me? Like, going ahead and looking at something, looking at the fucking moon, looking at the sky, and being just appreciating the sky for being what it is. You feel me? For looking pretty. You feel me?
Because sky pictures, let's be honest, they all look the same.
Right.
Like,
they be Photoshop as hell.
You could look them up. You could ask your friend, send me. You're going to go on Snapchat and see 10 people post that same sunset anyways.
Hell yeah.
Like, just be there. Like, and 9 times out of 10, somebody else is going to capture that moment for you anyways. You at an NBA game, they about to hit the game-winning shot. Somebody else going to record it, bro.
That's facts.
You don't need that.
That's facts. I never thought about it like that, bro. Somebody else is going to get it for you.
Right. Somebody else not living in the moment. Like, trust.
That's the life that we living in now, man. That's the life we living in now.
Yeah.
Where it's like everything is on social media, everything is recorded.
Right.
You feel me? Like, I think about the fact that when are we going to go back to having one-on-one personal time with people?
I mean, long as phones around, probably never.
I want to get back to that, but it's like at the same time, sometimes I can't be bothered. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I'll go and sometimes I'll look at my phone and shit, and I'll have messages. Shit, I might have messages from my family.
Right,
you feel me?
yeah.
And I'll look at it and I'll be like, bruh, like, I gotta get XYD done. And I forget about that shit. You feel me? And it's hard because you want to go and you want to be in people's lives and shit. You know, you want to have that interaction. At least I do sometimes. You feel me?
Right.
But there's so much going on in life.
Right. You gotta be in your own life first.
You gotta be in your own life first.
Tough.
Exactly. And so I think people start becoming a little anti that and start calling that more selfish and along those lines, you know, whenever you start really taking the time to be by yourself and to yourself, et cetera, taking care of yourself, right?
Right.
But it's like that shit's not selfish, man.
Yeah, that's the point of life. I mean, who else gonna take care of you?
Exactly.
At least not how you're gonna take care of you.
Exactly.
So, and you can't help nobody else if you're not helping yourself at the same time. So, even sending that message back, oh, but you're late to work, your mom is not gonna pay your bills. You know what I mean? Like, you can still be present in their lives, but you gotta put yourself first for sure.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, man, like, honestly, and I'm gonna go off on a tangent, but thinking about how so fucking cold it is right now, at least to me, I don't know, maybe I got low iron or something, but like,
You might. She chilling, like.
But nah, she over here moving her leg and shit. By the way, y'all, Kayla got a dog here. We don't know her name.
You can see her.
Beautiful dog, beautiful dog. But yeah, honestly, it's so fucking cold to me right now. And I be thinking about the fact that, is this shit normal?
It's 67 degrees.
It's 67 degrees. It don't feel like no
And it's
fucking
February.
67.
I'm not used to that. Like, hell no.
Okay, so New York weather, right?
Right.
How is it?
It's very, like, back and forth. Like, freezing in the morning. It's gonna be hot. I used to go to school, jacket on and shit, boots on. You get out, you're hot as fuck. Like what? And it's sticky. It's humidity. I could stand out in the sun out here for mad long, go to the beach and shit, and it just like beats down on you. You don't really feel that in New York. It's just hot. It's just like suffocating you.
What?
Like it's just humid as fuck.
Nah.
Yeah.
It was like that muggy hot.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, I
just
got you.
uncomfortable. Like you don't want to do nothing.
That's why niggas be mad.
That's.
Like, bruh, I be mad too if I'm over here walking outside and I'm uncomfortable just walking outside.
You put your Timbs on in the morning, like you get out hot as fuck.
So people really be over here having them Timbs on.
Yes, bruh. You don't got no Timbs?
Bruh, I ain't got no Timbs. I was thinking about getting some black Timbs.
For sure.
You feel me? Like,
that's the right way to go.
Yeah, you
My
know,
opinion.
something clean. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the brown Timbs, they get like worker. You feel me? Like,
and they kind of at this point they like asking for attention. Like I got Timbs on. Like, you know what I mean?
She said they asking for attention. She said, "Look at my shoes."
Right. Big ass Timbs.
But them shits is big though.
They are.
You feel me?
Like
they clunky.
Have
like
you had a pair?
No.
Bro, they're heavy as fuck. You gotta size down. Like.
Wait. Okay, I'll make a correction. I did used to have a pair of Timbs back when I was fucking like 10 or 12, something like that, right? And there's these there's these cherry red Timbs, white bottom, white sole, right? Clean, nigga. You know, I wore them shits until my feet hurt, bro.
I bet you did. Every fit, red and
Every
white.
fit, bro.
Bro, I remember when niggas used to get new shoes and like, it was always red and white too.
Yeah.
You get the red and white backpack and then every fit red.
Bruh,
Like,
because it look clean. Let's be honest, it look
does,
clean.
it
You
does.
get what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. Like, whenever I was young back then, I used to think I was the freshest thing on the fucking block, bro. Like, y'all can't tell me nothing. My feet is fucking curled up in these Timbs right now.
Bruh, my ankles are sore.
Exactly.
But I look good.
Exactly. I look fly as hell, bro. You feel me? Them shits was a gift from my fucking grandma, man. Crazy. But yeah, I need to get some more. I was looking for them cherry reds, but I can't find them no more. They probably don't sell them.
I mean, Uggs the way to go now.
Really?
Personally. You got some Uggs?
I do got some Uggs. Come on now. Come on.
Mine, they were fine. I went home, salt fucked them up.
Salt? Wow.
Yeah,
What?
Like, crazy. They're white now, basically.
They're white?
It's bad.
Bruh, just put salt on all of it then and make some white Uggs.
Hell
Make
no.
some white
They
Uggs.
look crusty. They're like
Oh.
hard and stiff.
Oh.
Like, you never had no salt fuck up your shoes.
Nah, I had no salt. I've never heard of that. Salt?
Like, y'all don't put like salt on the ground to stop it from freezing? Probably not.
Yeah. I mean, like.
It's not salt. It's
Yeah.
like for that. I don't know. What
Oh, it's
You thought-
that, like that black salt that they put on the roads.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah,
Black salt is probably not the fucking term for it, but just
probably not.
it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? But still, how did that shit get on your shoes, bro?
just walking. Like, it's in the snow.
But it's in the snow.
Because they put that down first and then.
The snow absorbs it. Damn. Nah, bro, that should be illegal. Cause what the
Right,
fuck?
it's tough out here.
Damn.
Don't get black boots.
Don't-
Honestly.
Mm.
Damn, fuck the Timbs.
Damn, you right. But nah, look. Honestly, it don't even fucking snow here like that.
That's facts. It
You feel
did
me?
snow last year though, when I was here.
It did.
Bruh, it was the first time I took shrooms.
Really?
Took them in the dorm, and it started snowing like crazy. And
What?
we went outside and we're like having a fucking blast, cause like obviously
Yeah.
nobody was outside, nothing. We go inside, take off all the wet clothes and everything. Look out the window, still tripping balls. Look out the window, everybody's on the hill. We lived on College Hill. And it was crazy, like sleds attached to jeeps and shit going down the
Attached
hill.
to Jeeps.
Like, you know how these white people do out here, bro. I'm like, yo, y'all ain't never seen snow before. But I was having mad fun. If I wasn't tripping,
Yeah.
I would have been like, weird ass people. It's fucking snow.
For real?
But no, that shit was crazy.
Bruh, okay.
It was magical.
Magical is crazy.
Like, it was just.
Psychedelics, I feel like, can bring people together. Like,
I
what
think
if
so,
everybody on that fucking sled, on that fucking hill, was tripping off balls,
God.
bro?
Somebody would have died probably, but like
Probably. You know,
Besides
we would have
that-
got them to the hospital. Somebody sober would have got them to the
Right,
hospital.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm just imagining. That would be crazy though.
You feel me?
You think on like a regular basis, or you mean like single like instances?
I don't know. Like, to be real with you, if everybody did that shit on a consistent basis, I feel like we'll be kind of fine. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It might not be good for you, for sure. It definitely probably isn't good for you.
Probably not.
But even if we just took it back a step further and just did it occasionally, I've heard psychedelics really help your brain, really help like your mental, you
Yeah.
feel me? And help you like just be more at peace, or at least understanding and awareness, maybe
Right.
connection with everybody else, like the world and shit. If niggas was connected with the world, I wouldn't be over here putting litter on the fucking ground. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the grass just talked to me last night. Like,
It could go both ways, definitely though.
Okay.
Like, if your mind is not prepared for that,
Yeah.
I don't know what you're gonna do, but probably not good. But yeah, I think it would be good too, as long as you using it the right way. Cause I feel like it almost like cleans out your brain.
really?
Like, you know how they use that stuff to like clean out your ears? They spray the water in it. I feel like it like
Yeah.
sprays all the water out your brain. Like the next day, I woke up and I just felt like reset. Like,
Really?
I don't know, you're not holding no weight anymore.
So what do you think that weight is though?
I don't know. It probably depends on like what you're thinking about during the trip or what you were thinking about before the trip. But I think me personally, it was just like, am I meant to be here? And then after the tripping, it was like, okay, yeah, like everything felt more together. Like even just the buildings being here was like this is here. Like this is in the.
Really?
I don't know. Like,
It felt surreal.
right. Yeah.
Got you. See, I'm hearing what you're saying, right? And I'm interpreting it as life felt real. I don't know for how long, but it felt real.
Yeah.
You felt present. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. You're more aware of things, I think.
You're more aware.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like if most people, maybe not in most, but if more people had that experience,
Right.
bro, we could be so much more peaceful. Like me personally, I want to go there. I've been thinking about taking ashwagandha. I think it's called ashwagandha. Damn, nah, that's the sex thing. The other thing, somebody know what I'm fucking talking about. But like,
I'm just agreeing.
exactly. But nah, so in I think it's done mostly in Brazil, right? But you go down there, there's a shaman, and you take this it's kind of like liquid. They make this tree root into like liquid, right? And you take it, you drink it, and it goes really quick. I think the session is only like 20 minutes or something along those lines, but the time that you're actually feeling it feels forever. And you really go through your life and you find such awareness, and you look at like your past and your parents or whoever, you know, you see what you're meant to see right then.
I'm sold. I'm trying to.
Bro, I'm saying that's definitely on my bucket list. Like, I gotta do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just to at least confront things that I don't know if I would be ready to confront right now. You know? Like sober.
Have you done shrooms?
I haven't.
Gotcha.
Bruh. Bruh.
Is it coming?
I don't know. I mean, for the purposes of the cameras, I would love to go to a legal state. You get what I'm
A
saying?
legal state for shrooms?
A
Don't
legal,
exist.
bro, Australia just legalized shrooms. No cap.
Dang.
No cap.
All right.
You feel me? So, but
Noted.
it's apparently you got to go through a lot of hoops. Like, you got to get it prescribed. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Never mind. Lame.
But they on the track. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I think that if it's shown that there's no adverse side effects or nothing crazy happens, you feel me? And it's actually doing the benefits that they're speaking about and that everybody kind of claims. I think it's gonna be more worldwide. All this shit was legal at one point.
I think anything that comes from the earth should be legal.
Oh God.
Like, it's literally food poisoning. Like, I
Bruh.
mean,
On God.
Yeah, it's gonna fuck you up. I'm not gonna lie and say like you're not gonna be under the influence of something. Like, don't go live your normal life on shrooms.
Yeah.
I wouldn't advise it. But I mean, if that's what works for you, shit. People microdose all the time.
Yeah. How does it taste?
I mean, I put it in milkshakes, but like cookout milkshakes, thick as fuck.
Gotcha.
So I just be blending it up, don't taste nothing. Wraps it in candy, or he'll just like eat one and then take some candy, like
to like mask the
sour
taste.
candy. Yeah, but it tastes terrible, like by itself.
Really?
Yeah.
I would assume. I mean, it's like mushrooms, you know. So
like a nasty ass one, a spoiled one that's gonna give you food poisoning.
Yeah, you feel me? I can't. I couldn't see myself just eating shrooms. You feel me? But I heard that you take it, or the best way to take it is in teas.
Yeah. I need to try that. It might help with like the stomach ache and stuff, because I be getting a stomach ache.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because you got to think though, that's also fiber. That's hella fiber. You feel me? So all that fiber's just sitting in your stomach, and your stomach's trying to digest that shit.
Yeah.
It's over here like, what
And
the
it's
fuck?
fucking you up.
Yeah, exactly. We stripping balls at the same time.
Right.
Niggas is going crazy in there.
It's terrible. All your systems overload.
Exactly. Have you seen Osmosis Jones? Bruh. Okay, look. So it's about this basically it's a movie, it's an animated movie, but it's about this cell, right? And they're all shaped like people and shit like that, right? It's basically the cell, and they're going in, and it's like it's the whole regular world, but it's inside of a person's body, you feel me? And that's what comes to mind whenever I think of everybody's going crazy and shit.
Yeah.
Niggas is like, yo, shit is on fire.
No, for real.
But yeah, that's definitely on my bucket list, for real.
You got to.
I got to, at some point.
I really want to try it out in nature, because I tried on my birthday, but and I was sitting down at the picnic table and just like looking at the trees, and I didn't even feel like I was tripping that hard, but all the trees were spinning and shit. Like,
damn, for
it was
real?
scary. Like, I don't know. Sometimes during a trip, you'll have a moment where you're like, well, I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Really?
Like, this is getting too deep.
Okay.
So
and you just gotta
kinda
ride
felt
it
like
out.
one of those moments where it was like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. I don't know if I'm ready for the trees to talk to me yet. Like, take me back to my house. My Mac Miller story, bro. So I started throwing up during his song.
Damn.
Blasting music and shit. Just laying on the floor and stuff, chilling.
Yeah.
And his song started like coaching me through like throwing up. It was like telling me to throw up, and then I would like throw up big as fuck, and it would like tell me again, and I would throw up.
What?
It was really crazy.
That is
And
ridiculous.
then I go downstairs to my room, like fans on and shit. I got tapestries up, whatever. And I lay in my bed and I look straight ahead, and it's a Mac Miller poster. And he was just like talking to me the whole night, bruh. It was really wild.
That is ridiculous.
But yeah, even the bad trips, I feel like it's still gonna be a good experience, because that was a terrible trip, honestly.
For real.
But after you realize like the experience you had, it's still gonna be good, I feel like.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all in all, there's some good to find out of it.
Right.
I can fuck with that.
For sure.
Man. Okay, look. I want to talk about something, right? And we talk about this kind of frequently. So, like, for example, right? We were talking about monogamy, polyamory, stuff along those lines, right? And all of these things are cool. I don't think that they're new concepts, you know, when it comes to just us as humans. They're not new. There's some of the stuff that's still being practiced other countries, you know what I mean? But in Western civilization, aka America and Europe, UK, whatever, it's kind of a new thing of like polyamory or polygamy, stuff like that, you feel me?
Yeah.
How do you feel? Like, do you feel like people are supposed to be meant for one another, for one person?
It's kind of, to me, I categorize it with like sexuality. So like, do you like girls or boys? Like, it doesn't really matter which one.
Gotcha.
Or whoever you want to like, besides that.
For sure.
It's like to each their own. I don't know. Some people probably feel that way, some don't. But we did have the question like, if so many people are cheating, is that human nature? Like, are you not meant to be with just one person?
Yeah.
And that might be just subjective to each person as well. Yeah, that's how I take it.
But I don't know, like, if we see, and this is just, you know, throwing ideas out there, throwing concepts out there. But like you said, if so many people are cheating, right? We're seeing a kind of a pattern. Are we trying to go against the grain? You feel me?
Right. Yeah.
Because that's whenever you start making mistakes all the time, you feel me? I got a question for you, Kayla.
What's up?
Give me your best and your worst memory.
I'm not gonna lie, one of my best memories is that time on shrooms. The
Really?
Mac Miller shit. Because that shit was crazy. Like, I never felt like a connection like that in my life. You know what I mean? Even after the fact, like, I couldn't listen to his songs and shit. Because, like, it would make me nauseous. I'm like,
Wow.
like, it felt like he was watching me every time I would listen to a song, you know what I mean? Or, like, he's sitting there singing it down to me. I don't know, crazy. In my worst memory, probably my grandma dying. She had breast cancer. She died in 2018.
For real?
Yeah, that was tough.
Got you. Y'all were close.
Yeah, real close.
Got you. Dang, man.
Yeah.
I feel like it's always the grandparents.
It felt like she was invincible to me.
Really?
Like, I had lost people, like, super early on in my life. Like, people at school, a lot of friends and stuff. But never anybody that close to me. It was always young people that I seen dying. So I never seen somebody, like, actually get old and then something happened. So it was wild.
Really? That was like a different thing for you. That was a changing point, a turning
it
point.
didn't feel real. And I kind of knew, like, the last time I saw her, like, I knew that was the last time I was going to see her. And then, like, the days went on and I was like, bruh, like, I just felt it happening and I wasn't even there. So.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you had that connection with her for real.
Yeah.
That's really wild though, isn't it? Like the way that you can have a bond and feel how a person is.
Right.
You feel me? Like even though you aren't there in the physical with them, you know? Damn.
Yeah.
So what was I do? Like, give me a breakdown. Of it.
I mean, I was young, bruh. As I got older, like, starting to get into a teenager, I was just over there all the time. Like, yeah. We hung out a lot.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So you really, like, formed a strong connection, you know, just by being around her.
Right.
You feel me? Was he one of those, like, really nice people? Or was he, like...
I mean, she's really nice, but, like, she had her attitude. You know
Okay.
Yeah, she'll get snappy.
Bro, I feel like everybody gets snappy after you get a certain age, bro.
Right, it's like, you've been through so much bullshit. You're like, man, I'm going to say what I got to say.
Exactly. Bro, I'm sorry. If I'm past 65, I don't give a fuck what you talking about,
Yeah,
bro.
hell no. You can't tell me nothing.
Exactly, man.
You're a senior citizen at that point. You can't tell me shit.
For real.
It's like women, pregnant women, senior citizen.
Exactly.
So,
that's the order.
you up there.
So you top 3, bro. But nah, man. That's what's up, though. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So how does you deal with that? Like,
the first, like, year, honestly, it didn't really feel real. It just felt like, because she died in the hospital, it just felt like she was still at the hospital, honestly.
Gotcha.
It was like, I don't know, she still felt there. It was just like, I can't go see her. And then after that, it kind of, probably like a year and a half is when it really, like, hit me. And I was like, damn, like, because, you know, you start looking at colleges and stuff, graduating, just stuff and I play basketball, so it's like stuff you expect them to be there for and they're not gonna be there for it.
Yeah.
And you think even farther down, you know, your wedding and stuff. But I don't know, bro. I don't have no, like, coping mechanisms for it. I don't know. I just deal with it. I don't know, because you don't want to not think about it, because you don't want to forget about them.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
You can't drown in that at the same time, so just having to balance, I guess.
Honestly, that's really good, though. Like, that is a coping mechanism. Like, at least in my opinion, whenever you said, you know, you just got to deal with it, right? You dealing with it by just moving on in life. Right. You feel me? And like you said, not forgetting about them, but still becoming at peace with what happened. You feel me?
And I feel like if you got to cry, then cry.
Yeah.
Like, they would want you to be happy right now, not crying. No, like, be sad about it. Give yourself a couple months, a year, 2 years, if that's what it takes.
Exactly.
You gotta feel it, or you gonna do what I did, not feel it after a year and be like, oh shit, it's like they died all over again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You haven't dealt with that,
right?
You know,
you gotta be sad sometimes.
Yeah, and we gotta normalize being sad. You know, like, of course, if it goes on for too long, maybe you should try to get some help.
Right.
But at the same time, like, it's okay to feel those emotions. I feel like we ostracize that shit so much to where it's like, yo, like, you can't be sad, like, be happy, etc., etc. Nigga, that shit is not feasible. What the fuck?
I hate just like walking into work or something and they're like, why aren't you smiling? Because I'm not having a good time right now. Like, you don't gotta act like you're having a good time when you're not.
Exactly.
Like, you could be chilling, you could be sad, mad, whatever. Like, let them do that. Like, you need to be smiling. No, nigga, I'm sad.
And that should be okay. Right. You feel me? I think, like I said, people become so normalized to everybody being happy. Like, let's just be honest. A lot of the people are sad, and because we have normalized everybody being happy, they gotta feel like they're forced to put on a happy face. That's doing more damage than good, my guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You going up to somebody and you say, yo, like, why aren't you smiling?
Now I'm even more sad than I was, and I'm still not gonna smile.
You know, it made the fucking matters worse, bro.
Right. When you're crying and somebody's like, are you okay? No, now I'm crying even harder.
Exactly. Said, no, I'm gonna cry about this when I get home. But nah, for real, you feel me? And like, you know, for example, like friends, they do that a lot, you know? And I get it, I'm cool with it, but at the same time, like, if I tell you, hey, like, I'm just upset right now, and I'm showing you that I want to be left alone, just leave me alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I want to reach out to you, if I need to reach out to you, I will. And you got to be okay with knowing that, being comfortable with that, where it's like, you know what, I trust you to where if you need me and if you need help, you know I'm here.
Right.
You feel me? Trust needs to be normalized, man.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
You tired of trust issues?
Bruh, man. I swear to God. Like,
yeah.
Like, I don't know, like, we live in such a world nowadays where people don't trust anybody. And shit, I don't trust anybody either at the same time, you know? Well, let me rephrase that. I don't trust a lot of people. But it's like, when it comes to close people around you, right? When does it start? Like, why is the increment so slow sometimes? To where it's like, yo, I really fuck with you. I'm letting you know I really fuck with you, bro. Like, and guy or girl, it don't matter, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to my friends, like, if I fuck with you, I got you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I would need that type of energy reciprocated. You feel me?
Are you more like, I'm gonna trust you until you give me a reason not to, or like, you gotta prove to me why I can't trust you?
You know what? That's a great question. I would say I inherently have a low bar of expectation for people in general, just because I don't want to have my expectations of you be higher than what you can actually accomplish and give me. Right. You feel me? So rather than to face that disappointment, I'll just have it low for you. And that doesn't change how I feel about you. You feel me? You still my bro, you still my nigga, whatever. You feel me? But I'm just not going to be like, yo, I know he's gonna come. I know she's gonna show up. You feel me? But when it comes to trust, and that kind of works in tandem, but when it comes to trust, like, it is more so of, I'm gonna trust you until you give me a reason not to. And once you start giving me a reason not to, I'm going to look at it a little bit harder. You feel me? Where, okay, now I'm measuring what I can trust and what I can't trust with you. And if it becomes too dangerous, then we just won't be friends at all.
I think I almost like measure what I can and can't trust with them as I'm meeting somebody. Like, the only like example I have of this is like work. Okay. So like Ty, walking into work, he keeps his head down. He don't talk to nobody. He's not telling his own business. He's not telling anybody else's business. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else that works that just comes in telling all their business. If somebody's gonna tell their own business like that, they're gonna tell your business like that. And people will show you that in the first like 5 minutes of meeting them. I mean, I knew her whole life story.
Dang.
Like, if you're gonna give up your own information, why are you gonna withhold mine? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's also, if I can't trust you just with something like that, you're not even gonna be in my space anyways. So pretty much everybody I'm around, I would say I trust them.
Okay.
If I didn't, I wouldn't have you around me.
And that's being smart about who you keep in your circle. You feel me? Like, that's what you want to be. You don't want to have just a whole bunch of random people around to where you don't know if you really trust them or not. Because at that point, that's a dangerous situation for you.
Right.
You feel me? Like, you don't know what this person might do. And I don't know, maybe from the place that I come from or whatever, I just think about niggas jumping, niggas robbing, niggas whatever. You feel me? Niggas stealing, etc. You feel me? And I can't let my future be decided by somebody else. That's my biggest thing.
Especially your safety.
Especially your safety, bro.
Yeah.
And so when it comes to even business, I don't like my business being out there. You know that. You feel me? So even when I tell somebody a sliver of what's actually going on in my life, I'm looking at it like, okay, cool. Like, it's almost like a test, low key.
Yeah.
Where it's like, can I trust you with this small little part? You feel me? Let me see what you do with this. And if that shit ends up coming back to me, okay, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still fuck with you. It's cool. But I know I can't release any more information to you.
Right.
You feel me? Because you couldn't handle what you were given.
You kind of got to accept, like, having some people in your life like that. Growing up, you know, I just had, like, best friends. You know, you stayed the night at each other's house every other night. Like, and you just feel inclined to tell them everything. And you just got to know some people are not there for that. Like, you could go have fun with somebody every weekend, and they don't have to know who you're dating or all your other shit. Like,
exactly.
Even if you could trust them in the moment, like, I know I could tell you something and you're not going to go tell somebody, but then I have to reevaluate and say, in 5 years, if we fall out, are you going to go tell somebody that? And that's something I didn't consider when I was younger. Like,
really?
I had this one girl I was friends with for a while, and she would come tell me everybody's business, and it never clicked to me she's telling mine. But if you're going to tell me everybody else's, they've heard my business.
Exactly. And that sucks that you even have to go and make those connections.
Right.
You feel me? Where I truly feel like some of these people don't really understand what they're doing, you know, and how it's hurting somebody.
Right.
You feel me? Like, they definitely know, okay, cool, like, I'm telling Kayla shit right now, but it's almost like it's not a thought.
Yeah.
You feel me? To where it's just like, oh, like, I have gossip, let me tell you what I have. You know?
Yeah.
But thinking about it a little bit deeper into it, right? If we broke down a layer, it would almost be like my value is tied to the information that I have of other people, of other things, whatever. But I can consistently come to this function knowing that other people would know that I have tea about somebody else. You get what I'm saying? And that makes you valuable, at least in your sense, to other people. And those other people might not be feeling like, oh, like, you're a great friend, like, I really need to have you around, but more like a commodity, where it's like, hey, yo, you want to hear the tea? I invite that girl in. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, you know she gonna have some shit. You like, you feel me? And people gotta start understanding that and being aware of that and being like, yo, like, that's not cool. That's not cool.
Oh, she got the tea. Like, the people who giving you that tea,
the people who are unaware.
Yeah.
Exactly. The people who are unaware.
Yeah.
And that's almost like preying on somebody. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right.
You feel me? Like, because you know how you are.
Right. Everybody else does, but they don't.
And so because of that, you're gonna take advantage of that and be like, yo, what you got to tell me?
Right.
You feel me? I've known people, well, I don't personally know them, but I know of people who will have conversations and just do a little digging. You feel me? And it's not like the digging is out of good intentions. It's not like the digging is to just simply get to know you better as a person. But it's just simply to know what you have to go on, like what you have going on in your life, to go and tell it to their friends. And that's weird behavior.
It's wild. It's like childish.
Very childish. But I mean, speaking of children, like, how was your child life growing up?
It was pretty good. I mean, I struggled with depression and stuff as a kid, so that was like rough to go through. But everything else, like family, all that stuff, school, it was great.
Speak on the depressing part, like, like, because I feel like that's a common thing, you know, for a lot of people. I know at least me. Like, I used to deal with that too. So, how was your experience?
It really started, well, like, consciously started probably like 7th grade, like middle school, when, you know, everybody's from everywhere coming together.
Yeah.
People were raised different, all that stuff. But when I look back on it, like, it was signs from the time I was like a baby, like,
really?
Like young, like 3, 4, 5. Like, I'm still working on it and stuff. I don't have the answers yet, but yeah, just gotta get through it.
What do you mean signs, like, since you were a baby?
Signs of like self-harm and stuff as a kid that you don't take as that,
For
like
sure.
banging your head on the wall or something when you're frustrated, stuff like that, like scratching yourself, picking at your nails or something. Yeah, stuff like that.
If you can answer, right, did you feel any relief once you were doing those things?
There's relief, but it's like for a second, I think. Like while you're actively doing it, but then you stop and you're like, okay, I'm so fucked up. And now my head hurts. Like, yeah, it's not a solution for sure.
Got you. But do you think that was kind of chasing that relief?
Yeah, it's just a bunch of emotions. I mean, I still do things this, like, you didn't have to do that. Like, you just needed to let out your emotions. Yeah. So just finding ways, and as a 3-year-old kid that's never been on this planet before and had an emotion other than I'm hungry or I gotta pee. Yeah. Like, you feel sad and you're like, what the fuck? Like, I gotta tear shit up. Like, you don't know what to do.
You just need to let it out.
Right.
I got you. So how does your parents kind of deal with that then?
They've always been supportive about it. Sure.
That's what's up, though.
Yeah.
See, that's beautiful, man. Like, even though, and this might be something that you're still dealing with, but having parents that are supportive and willing to help and willing to care for their child whenever they, like, noticing that, okay, they're struggling in whatever sense right now, you feel me? And let me go ahead and step up and be there for them.
And not you're being dramatic or like, you're just tired, you're not depressed or some shit. You've never been at that point in your life ever. Like, it's a new experience every day, so you don't know how to process anything really. So having other people that can help you process that and believe what you're feeling, that's definitely important.
Believing what you're feeling is a key point, because nobody truly knows what you're feeling on the inside except for you. And when people who are around you and you know that they care about you are trying to understand why you're having the actions and the behaviors that you're having, if they don't believe the cause, which is what you're saying or what you're trying to tell them, if they don't believe that, then they'll just reassign those behaviors into something that they feel like is negative. Right. You feel me? Or something like deviant behavior, when in reality it's not. And a person who's trying to tell somebody, hey, this is how I'm feeling, this is what's happening, and nobody believes them, feels crazy.
And even if people don't believe you, say you're like, I have depression, and they're like, you don't have depression, your dopamine is fine. You still feel like you do. So it's the same as if you did. You know what I mean? So like, if somebody's saying they feel a certain way, they feel that way. They're gonna feel that way regardless of how you interpret that.
Exactly. And so people have to start understanding that. And I definitely think that our conversation of depression is starting to become more normal in the world, you know, to where people are becoming more open about, hey, like, I'm dealing with this too, you know what I'm saying? And even though I might not be getting mental help or going to a therapist or whatever, you feel me, I'm at least acknowledging that I do have this right now with me, you feel me? And I'm trying to work through it, and it's nice to at least have a community to where other people have either dealt with it or are dealing with it, and they're trying to work with it too. People need a space to feel like they belong.
That's the biggest thing, probably.
Mm.
Even not being depressed, just being like, what is my purpose here?
Mm-hmm.
You could get so lost in that like you gotta have other people there to help you find that purpose.
What do you feel like your purpose is? Or you still feel like you're looking for it?
Yeah, I think individually I'm still probably looking for it, but like just as a human being, I think just finding happiness and helping people. I think that's the most important things.
I feel that. We don't have enough of that, to be real.
At all.
Like, all of the crime and all of the just like malicious emotions that people have nowadays toward each other, it's fucking sad. Like, how does anybody thrive? How does anybody feel safe? How does anybody feel like warm and welcoming in a world that's so cold? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To where if you smile and say hey to somebody, that's a big deal now.
Right.
You like, that's crazy, man.
Or just a compliment. Like,
Or a compliment. Like, come on now. When did compliments become the bar?
Right. I like your shirt. You should be like, wait, me?
Right.
Be like,
people start feeling like you flirting with a lady.
Right. Oh my god. You can't say nothing.
I promise you. Can't say nothing nice now, man.
No.
And it's really crazy to me, like, yo, not like I'm just being nice to you. I'm just appreciating you.
Right.
Like, as a person.
Even just calling somebody pretty or something, like, you're just pretty.
Yeah.
I'm just acknowledging that for you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's not it doesn't have to be nothing weird. Just be nice to people.
Exactly. Be normal, bro.
Yeah.
Be normal. And it's hard to say that because normal can change. Like, the standard of normal can change. So I guess now we're abnormal. But still, like, we're normal from back then.
When? Nobody's nice ever.
That's facts. But, like, even for example, when you said, yo, like, just saying you're pretty, you know, I feel like that's become so taboo nowadays.
Yeah.
To where it's like, yo, like, what do you mean?
Especially on, like, appearance. It's always, like, something somebody has.
Yeah.
You complimented my jacket that I paid $500 for. Yeah, it's going to feel good.
Yeah.
But I bought that. Like, if you compliment my eyes, it's like, okay, like, I'm gonna have these eyes forever. I didn't buy these or ask somebody for these. Like, that's me. You're complimenting me.
That's fucking deep, bruh. You know, but like, that's for real.
Yeah.
Because at that point, somebody is appreciating you as a person. You know, that makes you feel loved. Okay, what's the greatest compliment? What's the best compliment you got?
Man.
Spitball it.
I don't even know, bro. Really basic. I like your locks. I like compliments on my smile. 'Cause it's like, you're gonna smile every day. Yeah, that's probably it.
Your smile?
Yeah.
For sure. Did you get braces?
Nah.
Crazy, bruh. You ain't gotta do it like that.
Braces, bro. I always wanted braces. I thought I was
For
gonna
what?
look
You
so
got
fine.
so fucking straight ass
For the
teeth.
look.
Oh my! For the look.
light
This ain't no
skin,
fucking.
I was light skinned with an afro. I wanted some
Oh
braces,
my
bro.
god! This ain't a game, bro. We don't play this.
Yeah.
This is necessity, man. Niggas was clowning.
Thousands of dollars. I just wanted them for fashion.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Since I've got here, I have gotten more compliments on my voice than I've ever gotten ever. That shit is ridiculous. Man. People be like, yo, you have such a deep voice. I'd be like, man, I appreciate
It's
you.
just like unexpected.
Really?
I mean, you don't.
I'm not saying.
I'm not saying you look like you don't have a deep voice, but
No, I've heard that
it's
though.
like Pop Smoke, low-key, man. Like, it's deep. It's like crisp. It's like
Crisp.
announcer voice.
Mm.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
You gotta get into something, bro.
For
Something
real?
on the news or something. Like,
No, I've heard that, bro.
you could.
I've heard
Call it
radio,
plays or something.
podcasting, news, like,
Even sports, that would be fire.
for real?
Yeah.
Bruh. Tell them to hook me up, bruh. Give me like 10 years. Yeah, ESPN, bruh. Hook me up.
Sure.
That's crazy, though. You know what I'm saying? And this is, honestly, it's the things that you don't think about. I swear to God, I never thought about that. You know what I'm saying? Until a lot of other people started pointing that out. You feel me? Or even like, for example, your smile. Like, I don't know how often you were thinking, like, looking into the mirror and smiling and be like, yo, I'll fuck with my smile. Like,
Never.
but you know, like, whenever a person comes in and they like, yo, I'll fuck with your smile, or like, yo, I'll fuck with your locks, you know what I'm saying? Like, that hits a little different because it's something that you don't think about.
Right.
Because this is you every day. You feel me? So you get accustomed to you, and you don't think that you is different from other people.
Right.
At least in my opinion. That's like whenever you get some new shoes, man, when I was buying new shoes, bruh, and then, for example, these, right? Y'all can't see these, but it's okay. But got these from Flight Club, right? And I just be looking online just for like different shit that nobody has, just because I like unique shit, right? And saw these, I was like, all right, cool, that's fine. Ever since I've had these on, man, these Nike shoes, bro, everybody that sees these is like, yo, what the fuck? Them shits is fire, bro. I be like, man, I appreciate you, man. I gotta take care of them motherfuckers. But like, but it's shit like that. You feel me? Like, even the New Balances, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. At least from my circle, not a lot of people is wearing New Balances in Fayetteville. You feel me?
I don't never see nobody wear New Balances.
That's what I'm saying. But then I started seeing like you wearing New Balances, or it was like, I know there's this older guy, this older black guy, and he had some on, and they look fire. Like, those look fire. You feel me? Like, it's easy. It looks like a effortless comfort shoe. You feel me? It makes the fit. And I started thinking to myself, bruh, like, maybe I need to grab some New Balance.
Do it, man.
Maybe I need to hop on the way. You feel me?
Yeah.
But it's shit like that, you know? So, fucking goddamn. So look, I appreciate everybody for fucking listening, man. Everybody tuning in. If you still here, you a fucking real one, man. If you ain't subscribed by now, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Delete the app.
Delete the app, man. Exactly. But yeah, thank everybody for coming, subscribe, everything. This is America. We got one guest right here. We love her. And yeah, we'll see y'all again. Boom.